When I was in China, I saw on the freeways or the motorways, well, one particular car, which I got to drive in as well. In fact, I got to drive it around a racetrack. But I saw that people were driving pretty long distances in the 2024 version of the Zeekr 009. One of the reasons is this vehicle is capable of driving 800 kilometers on a single charge. But in addition to that, the battery charges from 10 to 80% in 11 minutes. It charges at a speed of 565 kilowatt. That's the fastest charging electric car in the world. It has, in fact, the highest volumetric energy density for any battery pack currently being put in cars in China. So not only is this vehicle combining the best charging speed, it's also combining the best battery technology. And this car is actually a global car. This is a vehicle coming to Volvo dealerships. I've just been told from some Volvo dealerships that yesterday. It's coming to many locations around the world. In fact, you never know. This might even come to the United States. We do know it's coming to Australia this year, and it's coming to, in fact, I believe 50 different countries within the next 12 months. That's why I think it's worth looking at this technology, because this exact same technology is going to go into other EVs. It's going to take some time, but it will come to those cars as well. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking, guys. I will be at the Melbourne EV show on the 10th of August. So that show is gone. It's on the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th of August. But I'll be speaking there on the 10th. It costs very cheap to get a ticket. I think it's about 20 bucks, but you can get a discount off your tickets if you use my promo code in the description below. Would love to see all of you there. If you live in another state or another country, who cares? Just come for a trip. The Zeekr 009. I was picked up from the airport in a 009, and I got in the car and I thought, wow, this thing feels extremely luxurious. I kind of felt like it was the best, probably the most luxurious vehicle I'd ever sat in before. In fact, not probably, it was. I mean, honestly, it was. But yeah, it really wasn't. Basically what happened was, guys, I got to sit in, we got picked up in, it's like a mid-spec Zeekr 009, but then later on, I think the day before I left China, I actually sat in for quite a while and watched a movie in the news version of the Zeekr 009, which has 2 seats in the back. It has an enormous TV screen, like a TV screen that's, you know, as big as one you'd have in your house. It has these airline kind of like first class seats. I was going to say business class, but they're not. They're better than that. It's an amazing car. It's a massive space. What do you think, man? What do you think?
Very nice.
Could you get used to this kind of opulence?
Oh, definitely.
In the screen, we could just, you know, just watch a movie. We're
46-inch screen.
Oh, look at that.
30 speakers.
Nice reclining. How many speakers?
30 speakers.
30 speakers.
23 in the back, 7 in the front.
20. You can see where the priorities are, can't you? 23 speakers in the
For the
back.
guys in the back. Look at the leg
7 in the front. I'm surprised they don't get more than 2.
Yeah, I mean they're lucky, I suppose. I didn't get a mirror in here. Look.
Wow.
It's got mirrors. It's even illuminated.
Yeah, it is too. And
face.
what else have we got in here? So this little screen, obviously.
So you've got a screen here for your seats. Down there you've got a fridge for your wine and your champagne and stuff. This flower pot.
That's
here.
your wine and champagne fridge here.
Yeah.
How do I open this? I wonder. If I press that button. Oh, there's the fridge.
This is living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is living.
This is real granite from the Himalayas.
Really?
Real granite inlay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Would that be heavy?
This guy knows.
heavy.
This guy knows the details.
And they have a special perfume for the world's most expensive flower that you get just in this car.
The world's most expensive flower.
Expensive flower.
Why is
It's
it
traded as gold?
Why is it the world's most expensive flower?
I'm not sure. It's a special flower, and they actually used to trade it for gold because it's so rare. It's literally that valuable. So
Wow.
So the perfume you get is from that flower. It's called Saint something or other. I can't remember the surname.
So the perfume they're using must be insanely expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. And when you get one, I think you get the flower here in this.
Oh really?
In this pot on the side.
Okay.
You get super thick carpet.
Yeah.
20-point massage. So you also get the massage down here.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
10 on the back and then more down there as well.
Wow.
Heating, ventilation. Obviously, you've got speakers here in your airline style.
Oh yeah. And I heard that there was a remote control, but it doesn't look like there's one here. I had some
yes,
kind of
there is.
remote control you can use.
Oh, where the first got to go? There's your remote control.
Okay.
All good.
So what's the difference between using the remote and using the little screen
this
here?
is for your seats. So this controls all
Oh,
your
that
seat
just
functions.
controls your seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It even still has ISOFIX.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Just in case you want to put your kid in the back.
And the price of this car in China?
788,000 RMB.
So that's about 150,000 US, 140,000 US, is that right?
Something like that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually not bad value compared to, say, the Toyota, which is 120 or something.
Way cheaper than an Alphard in China, yeah.
Than an Alphard. Is it way cheaper?
Yeah, Alphard's like over 1 million RMB in China.
Is it really?
Ridiculous.
And what is one thing in the Alphard that you'd say would be better than this, or at this level?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
So what does that say about
Alphard.
what does that say about Chinese? I mean, about Western cars, you know,
Yeah,
competing in the luxury sector.
That's it. I mean, they've got to work on it, right? They need to improve. I mean, maybe an Lexus LM's very nice. I haven't sat in one of those, but that should be a step up.
This
from
year, though,
Alphard.
apparently Porsche dealers are freaking out in China. Have you heard that?
I have, yeah.
Yeah,
Losing sales.
Porsche sales going down.
Yeah. I heard from someone else that they're kind of transitioning between the latest and new versions of the product. Maybe that might be a reason.
Yeah.
But no,
Okay.
I mean, luxury sales are struggling because young Chinese are getting older and the young ones know what
True.
Chinese cars can do.
They know it. Yeah. So this screen here, you can literally.
Let's see if we can get that remote control.
Let's get an idea here, guys. My legs here. Okay, here, guys. I'm with the VP and the director of marketing. Hey. What else? What other features here can we show on the screen here that might be interesting?
Videos.
Movies.
这边，Hi Eva，
我在，
放电影。
打开了。
Oh, and there is a laptop thing as well, guys, isn't there? A way to bring out the
Yeah.
The table.
table. Yeah.
There you go.
It's like a first class aeroplane.
It's even better. You don't get
Yeah.
massage function.
That's true. You don't. Yeah.
Or heating or ventilation.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
dome is from the highest
Himalayas,
mountain,
yeah.
Himalayas, the very
Yeah.
special one. So each car, the piece is different. It's all
It's a different grain, different.
yeah,
Okay.
different.
Yeah.
piece. Even here is the stone.
Okay.
And the grill and the alloys are hand
Yeah,
polished as well.
luxury is not about only in the rent. It is about the most famous of this one is the safety. The space you sit here, the inside, the structure is really strong. It's really strong, and this car, the most electric part is the safest, and they make a very high, intense structure of the space you sit. So even this crash from this side or the back side or the front side, it will be take this space very strict, very safe.
And this uses gigacasting, a one piece structure.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
one piece structure.
So it's
And,
much stronger for that reason
Yeah,
too.
more
yeah.
intensive the steels.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So here, man, what do we got on the side there? Little sides.
So here you got some buttons on the side for your seat. So
Yeah.
you can do fully recline function.
Yep.
Upright, obviously you can play with these bits. Windows up and down. Open the doors. Little mirror in there. The light on it.
massage, and this has like more than 10.
So that's the marble here too.
Yep, the granite. Yeah.
More there. And what were you saying? Massage something?
massage.
20 point.
Yeah,
massage.
20-point massage. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And what about up here? We've got
Your ventilation.
air vent, and then a light, and then a separate light,
Yes.
and then
Big panel roof.
what's this? That's a speaker.
Speaker from Yamaha.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if you want to talk to the driver in the front, how do you talk to the driver?
Lower the window here. Well, that's raising it. Sorry.
Oh, raising the
It's
window.
already down. There you go. You can do quite a few things. You can open the sun blind there as well.
Ah, the sun. Well, what are we doing now? Are we opening that? Okay. Yeah.
You can change your fridge to heating, I guess. What's the temperature go?
Oh, you can adjust the fridge temperature from there, from cold to hot.
Put it on for 10 minutes.
Okay.
You can change different functions there.
Yep.
There you go. It can go up to 50 degrees. There you go.
Nice. Nice.
Down to -6. Keep your ice cream cold.
Do you think there is a more luxurious car that you've ever seen than this?
No, not that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There are other four-seaters, but
I think
nothing quite.
I
like
think the
this.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of all the videos I've watched on YouTube, I was thinking I can't think of anything that's at that level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not at all. And given the way that we drives, which we saw yesterday, it drives super well, which means it rides super well in the back as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other cars that I know that have got granite in the back of them. Unique granite for every car. That expensive sense at the end.
As cool as that is, I don't care about that personally. I'm not the right customer.
It's a status thing, maybe.
I'm not the right customer.
Maybe not.
Do you think you'd, when someone gets in the car, you'd tell them about the granite, where it's from? And I guess you might, but
Maybe if you're a businessman. I mean, these cars are designed for people to do business meetings. So
I thought it was for children to sit back here.
This seat's way too big for kids.
My kids would be like, yeah, this is the best.
Yeah.
And
They would
to
love
be
it.
honest, it would be actually good for kids because you could close that thing.
Yeah.
Kids can watch a movie and you just wouldn't hear from them.
That's it. Yeah.
If they're crying, you wouldn't hear after you listen to it.
Shut up, put the window down. There you go.
Look at that, guys. The footrest pops out right at the end. That's more comfortable like that too. Nice.
It's pretty slick in here.
But all of that's great, you know, fantastic, nice luxury. In fact, the luxury is incredible. But to me, what stood out the most was the ability of this massive vehicle with a very big battery pack to charge its battery in 11 minutes. Because even though Zeekr are the only ones actually really doing this in terms of, you know, mainstream cars right now, there are other Chinese brands that are starting to make cars with this battery as well. But really, Zeekr are the ones that have had this on the market now for a while. Even though that's coming, because this battery technology is from CATL. What it means is that many different automakers eventually will have these cars within the next couple of years. But if you want the best technology right now, and you want, well, an incredibly luxurious EV, I actually think, you know what? A lot of people should consider not getting an SUV, because a lot of people are buying SUVs, but why buy an SUV? Now you can get one of these instead. The updated version of this, I actually looked at in China, and the updated version has some changes to the 2024 model. Now, one of the things that hasn't been changed though is its battery and charging performance. The battery, like I said, is incredibly fast charging. However, the battery is actually CATL's chill-in battery, and it's apparently there is an LFP version and an NCM version, so nickel, cobalt, manganese version and an LFP version. But in the Zeekr 009, they use the NCM chemistry. And it's of course an 800 volt system. When this battery technology was unveiled by CATL, the biggest battery company in the world, last year, they said the energy density was 255 watts per kilogram. However, it apparently has the best volumetric energy density because basically the shape of the cells are able to pack more batteries into the battery pack. So there's really almost no spare space in the pack. That means that this battery pack is a fair bit more energy dense than, say, something like a Tesla 4680 battery cell pack. So aside from the fact that these batteries charge incredibly quickly and the energy density is very high, it means it's led to the fact that the range of this vehicle, it's the longest range MPV or van, but you could have this as an SUV, why not, in the world. In fact, the charging speed Zeekr says is 10 minutes and 46 seconds. Now, you might not believe that. You might be thinking, oh, that's probably just Zeekr bragging, but it's actually true. Can charge at those speeds in China. Outside of China, of course. There are no 562 kilowatt fast chargers outside of China, but there will be eventually. It will happen. So you might have this car for 1 or 2 years, and then some of these chargers will start being deployed in other countries as well. Because there's a lot of them in China. A lot of chargers now that can charge at 550 kilowatt in China. While 350 kilowatt chargers are common in China, East Asia, Europe, and North America, that means that this EV won't charge quite as quickly in those locations. It'll charge in 16 to 17 minutes. Now, the most expensive version of the 009 has a huge 140 kilowatt hour battery. And that battery is the chill-in battery. It gives it a massive range of about 800 kilometers. But in the real world, you're probably looking at around 700 kilometers. So probably 450 miles, guys. For you in America, or you guys in the UK who still go on miles, how big is this vehicle? It's big. It's 5.2 meters long and 1.8 meters wide. Now, it doesn't include the mirrors, but honestly, it feels like a big car when you're sitting in it, but when you're driving it, it doesn't. Now, I sat in the middle seat when a race car driver drove this around the track. I was shocked because the handling around a track was unbelievably flat. Guys, I grew up, my parents, we had a Volkswagen Combi, 5 kids, big Mormon family. I grew up 3 sisters, 1 brother, And we had, yeah, like I said, a Volkswagen Combi. Then we had a Toyota Tarago. Those things, the body roll was horrendous. This was a completely different vehicle. That the actual ability for this car to go around corners without feeling almost any movement was shocking to me. I still can't believe it. Now, if you don't believe me, I've got a video. You can actually watch my video of actually test driving this myself around a racetrack in China.
Hey guys, I'm about to go for a drive with the VP of Zeekr worldwide. Yeah. And we're going to go for a cruise in the 009. A few other people have just driven it. They've said it's just amazing. There's no other MPV or vehicle that, I don't think you call this a van. I mean, look at it. There's nothing else that drives at this kind of speed. And I've got to say it was true. I was in the back of this before when someone else was driving it. It was so quick. I was thinking, holy fuck, how's it driving this fast? So let's go, man. Let's go. Already everything feels real soft. You can feel like every single surface is kind of like feels premium, you know. Are you going to get in with me, man? In the front seat. All right, it's very wide. There's a lot of space here. You can put your hand here. I'm not a small person. I'm about 6 foot, and it feels big. It feels like a big car. And I got to say that I wouldn't mind owning one of these cars for sure, man. This is so nice. Anyhow, 4.5 seconds, 0 to 100. Okay, guys, here we go. Seat's moving back into position. So when you open the door, the seat actually moves back, so it's easy for you to get it. You have more space in here to get in and out of the car. Then close the door, the seat moves back into position where you set it. I'm just going to move the seat a little bit back to about here. And yeah, let's go for it. Let's go. We're in park. Let's stick this into drive and off we go. All right, guys, one of the things I noticed, the steering wheel is actually quite a nice size. It's quite a nice feeling steering wheel as well. Feels like a premium steering wheel, Yamaha stereo. And you can see what speed up. Right now I'm doing 41. Let's see how long it takes to get up to 100. Oof. Guys, when I was growing up as a kid, we had a Toyota Tarago for about 10 years, and that thing feels like it was from the 18th century in comparison to this. It's incredibly flat on the corners here. Wow. All right, let's hug that corner. Gran Turismo. Whoa. I'm doing 130. Get on the brakes. This is a bit of a tricky long corner here. Just keeps on going. Get right on that apex. This is a very flat car. It feels like it has incredibly good weight distribution. It's 2.8 tons or something. Wow, it's fast. So quick. Can't really get used to that. Okay, brake hard. Get on the apex. And this guy probably thinks I'm an absolute idiot in comparison to his driving. Quick. Whoa. You can feel it in the back. 130, 140. 140 within just a few seconds. The brakes are surprisingly good. After all these track laps, I would have thought they'd be toast by now. Get right on that apex. Take the next one, see how that goes on that corner. Wow, it's got good traction. Haven't even barely scrubbed the tire in these wet conditions. Amazing. Oh, it's making me feel nauseous. It's pushing me so hard. Whoa, missed that corner completely. Alright, this is a sharp one. Wow, this is a sharp, fast van, man. It's unbelievable. I can see the 001 behind me.
The Zeekr 009 actually has 822 kilometers on the CLTC cycle. So WLTP probably will be around 750, which is around 450 miles. Price, All right, the most expensive version is, well, the two-seat version is around 145,000 US dollars. But in terms of the most expensive version that normal people would buy, or I think they would anyway, it's around 108,000 US dollars. That's for that big battery pack and obviously a big car. Now, there are 3 versions, 4 seats, 6 seats, and 7-seat versions. There's lots of different colors to choose from, of course. There is an 18-liter fridge, so if you want to keep stuff cold, you can put your stuff in the fridge. There is a lot of power. The fastest version of this has dual motors, and it does 0 to 62 miles an hour in 3.9 seconds. And I can tell you from driving it, it's fast. It's kind of scary fast, but actually I didn't feel scared. I just felt like it was really fast. I felt a little more scared in other EVs that I've tested that are fast. For some reason, this thing felt insanely quick, but I didn't get scared like I do in some other EVs when it feels like you're maybe a little bit on the edge of being too much power. Speaking of power, the new version will have possibly longer range than 822 kilometers because there will be a rear wheel drive version only, right? Not only, but you can option that and it'll give you more range because it won't have that front motor. That will have 250 kilowatt or 310 kilowatt depending on which option you choose. But if you want all-wheel drive, you can. 200 kilowatt plus a 250 kilowatt rear motor. So that combines 450 kilowatt in total. But the most powerful version has 580 kilowatt, which is 777 horsepower. Imagine an electric van with 777 horsepower. Yeah, that was absolutely crazy, isn't it? But that's what we're looking at today, guys. I remember when we had the Toyota Tarago, I think it did 0 to 100 or 0 to 62 in about 14 seconds, 3.9 seconds. What a difference a couple of decades makes. Now, if you know of an EV that you can currently buy that has better technology than this, let me know in the comments because I don't know of one. I honestly think that this is the best EV you can buy right now worldwide. Thanks for watching.